Sorry I had to restart that video about taking the cladding off and about this tool here. Got a bee chasing me. So this here, which is a impact drive, I believe, you just basically pull the chuck back and a little bit comes out and you can put the bits back in, so they've got a hex head on them. The great thing about this is that the heads don't get stuck. Like you've got to use a normal drill, you get the chuck stuck. I've got a piece stuck in one of them now. One of the drills I just can't get the chuck loose and I can't get the bit out, so I'm probably going to have to throw that one away. Luckily I've got a few of those drills around, but this is really great. Took that cladding off in less than a minute. So what I wanted to show you is, okay, we're using earth wool here. This earth wool's rated for specifically keeping noise out, and then also it's designed for walls, so it's actually correctly rated. It's a 90mm thick, so I've jammed it in there. That timber's 90mm wide, so it's going to fit in there nicely in the cavity. I've put a piece of wood in here. I've had this taken off because I wasn't happy aesthetically. I wanted to run the bolts across at 800 and then again 800 high, because it's 2400 sheets. So I want to do the bottom and then nice and evenly space them. The good thing about using ColourBond is the actual bolts, you can get them in, and they're self-screwing, so you can get them in self-tapping for steel and wood, but they're also color-coded to the ColourBond. The good thing about ColourBond is because it's easy to get the color paint, you can get a spray can and you can touch up where you like. That panel behind me is where I took it off. That's already fallen over and got scratches, so I'm not too worried about it. What I did want to show you is the nail gun, and just briefly, you'll see us using it later on, but the nail gun I've got now, it's a replacement of the one I had, and I don't think it's any fault of the Ryobi. People might bag Ryobis, but I can tell you there's more of the big name brand stuff in the bin than any of the Ryobi stuff. So I use Ryobi across the board for pretty much everything, including I just call it a shredder, which is the saw which cuts through nails and pretty much everything. And I'll be showing you that later, because I've got to go and take a door frame out, and it's got all nails through it. So normally you'd have to get that angle grinder out and try to cut through, get the nails out, or whatever. Whereas that tool will get rid of stuff like that, no problems at all, like butter. So the nail gun itself, pretty straightforward. Okay, this one here is a framer, and you see 34 degree on it. It's brushless. They've got a little nozzle on the front there. This nozzle on the front comes off, and the nozzle comes off because it's got teeth on the end of it if you want to use it on an angle, and then you can take that piece at the end off. It won't fire unless it's against something. So you do have a 2-trigger mechanism. So you've got a safety at the bottom, and then you've got the trigger to pull. Green light means it's okay, red light means jammed. So it's pretty straightforward and easy to use. Putting nails in, I've already put the nails in. If you're going to mess around with it, take the battery out, of course, but you slip the nails in and then you basically let it go, basically like a gun clip. Okay, once it's in place, then you can put your battery in like so, and then if I click the bottom, you'll see possibly in there you'll see a green light. A green light just means it's ready to fire. What I will point out is also that you should use this air tool oil. Don't lubricate things in this with CRC or WD-40 and just load it up and think that's good for it. The paper on these actual nails will end up getting jammed inside, and it will cause issues with the actual gun. I've done 1500 nails with this without any jams, the previous one, without an issue, but you've got to use a dry silicone if you're going to lubricate the actual barrel as such. 2 screws at the top come out. This thing just peels out forward if you do get a really bad jam, and you can clean it out. So it's actually quite, I think it's a great tool. It's probably one of my favourite tools that I've recently got from Ryobi. So I'll show you how it works. I'm using 90mm nails on this one here, so they're all be 90, and then I'll reframe this up and show you before I put it on. Then I'm going to reclad it, and then pretty much that's done. In here I've got the cistern, so this is going for the toilet. It's in there. So worst case, if I've got to do anything onto this because it's leaking, because I've used an olive connection up here, yeah, I could have welded it, but I can't be bothered welding it. The olive connections work really well. I've never had a problem. I've done the main house like that, all underneath the house, 2 bathrooms with that, and no problems at all. And again, because I can remove the cladding, it just means that I can get to everything quite easily. So that's running down. I haven't piped this off yet, but I just wanted to show you the nail gun, how easy it is to use. So it'll only fire once it's up against something, and keep yourself away from the back because it will recoil like a real gun. Push it up against it. I've got the bottom down green, ready to go. Okay, again, fires away, no problem at all, it's done. Now if I wanted to mess around with it, again, I'm going to take the battery out. Okay, it's clear. If I wanted to remove the nails, again, I could press dry fire it. Nothing's going to happen. Okay, it's safe to use. Again, don't point it at anything. It does have a little handle on here, which I found is really good, especially if you're doing cabins like this, and I'll show you later, that hangs perfectly off the noggins. So the noggin there, I can just sit this on top. So if I'm up top, I can just sit it there quite happily. You can remove it, but I found that that's a really handy tool, especially if you're on your own, like I am. I need to have that because I can't get someone to pass me the gun up. And I don't want to be carrying a gun around. It's quite heavy, but you can overhead that quite well. So that now is going to hold in place, no problems at all, and I can knock the rest of this off. Later on today, I will show you other cabin which I framed up in a day using this gun here. So we're not endorsed by Ryobi, but it's just one of those things that are quite happy using them, and also they work well between the Nomad and using the inverter and charging these up. They work fantastic. They charge them in no time at all. And I found the combination when you're off gridding like this, that it just works perfectly. You're never going to run out. You're never going to run out of power, and you're running everything else at the same time. So look, that's the Ryobi nailing gun, a 34 degree. It's a brushless tool. Okay, works really well. And again, I'm using 5,000 milliamp. I think a 4,000 milliamp will give you about 750 nails. So I'll probably get, I don't know, maybe 900 to 1,000 out of that battery pack there. So you'll go all day without having to change it. You'll be tired before that battery runs out. So that's, yeah, the Ryobi nail gun, and that toque that I'm using here.